Okay,
I forgot to attach how long it took me, so I will
just
send
send
you
me
another email, yeah.
That's fine. It's just dandy. Okay, so this one, you had your sheet too. So let's entertain any questions you have about the sheet or questions in general, or if we want to go back over 10, we can do that too. Whatever your pleasure.
The, like, assignment sheet with the parsing,
With the parsing, yeah.
I don't have that, I
You
don't know.
don't have that?
No,
Do you have any questions about that?
I have it, but on my computer, but I updated my computer and it disappeared.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
No. How did you send it?
I will, here, I'll put it up here for us.
Was it through email?
I actually put it on the website.
Okay.
There it is right there. Okay, so let's go, all right, so let's look at this. Memphomenos, right, is our first one. Let's just look at a couple of these as kind of an exercise. Memphomenos, all right. What kind of word are we dealing with there? It's a participle, very good. Middle passive, right? It's got the menos ending, right?
Is the, no, okay, no.
Okay. Okay, so it's participle, so number, case, and gender.
I'm going to say masculine.
Kalasta, asenakos, asenakon. Very good.
Singular.
Singular.
Does it go with harpagoi?
Well, no,
No.
because this is very different than this, right?
So that's the participle is nominative.
Nominative, very good, almost Katie.
Harpagoi is dative.
Dative, kalasta, very good. So then we've got voice, right? But what's our tense?
Is it present?
It's present tense, okay? Excellent. And so you might have been thinking that looks a little bit like the perfect.
That's what I was gonna ask. and
Yeah.
I figured it out.
It looks like perfect, but it's not. And why isn't it perfect?
Because that isn't reduplication.
It's not a reduplication, but there are three things that we look for in a perfect participle.
The accent.
The reduplication is one, and then the accent. And where's the accent? Always in the perfect. On the end. So it would be here, it'd be over the epsilon, right? And what's the third thing?
Shift into the secondary endings. No,
Oh,
that's
that's the
just,
pluperfect.
that's pluperfect.
That's too perfect, and those are verbs, not participles.
Yeah. No thematic vowel.
No thematic vowel, very good, and we have,
That definitely has it.
and we have a thematic vowel, very good, excellent. Good job, okay, what's our next one? We'll do a couple of these and so kalein, okay, very good, kalein. What do we have there? Infinitive, very good. Present, good. Well, it actually has the characteristics of the participle.
Okay.
It has number, case, and gender, but it's always the same. Neuter, singular, okay? And the case depends, but,
Okay.
okay. But then we just have voice and tense. And you said that this tense is present, right? You said that. Active, very good. Kalein from kaleo.
So is infinitive, a separate mood?
The infinitive has no mood.
Okay.
The infinitive has no mood. I mean, it's, I guess we would say, I mean, strictly speaking, it would be indicative, okay? Because it's built on the stem for the indicative verb, but it doesn't have mood as we would understand it. All right, very good. Next one.
Can I, hold on, I
Yep.
just wanna write down the ones for the first one. First one, the participle. It was middle passive, nominative, masculine, singular.
Marie brings up an interesting question because it is, if you look on this thing right here, it is in fact its own mood. Okay, in the Greek system, okay, the Greek grammarians considered an infinitive its own mood. Okay, so it's actually listed here under the moods.
Alright.
Which is kind of a handy place to put it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Our next one. Ekeliua. Ekeliua.
Is that, third singular, and then, is it imperfect?
Imperfect, very good, very good.
And then active, indicative.
Perfect, absolutely, wonderful, okay. These verbs, this is a regular verbal ending, uo, okay? And they all have the same conjugations, okay, the same inflections. Keliuo, keliuso, and keliusa. Kaita loipa. Right? Very good, very good. Okay, so let's go through that sentence. Ana gignoska para kalo Maria. So read, Helena Katie.
Just read or translate.
Just read.
Astrologis da to man Bugalu te alethein
Alethein.
ekphenantos logon
Ede.
kai elasona ephoieton
Arpagoi.
arpagoi da kai megalos menos
Very good.
kalein auton tus dorus
Ekeliua.
ekelua
Kalasta. Kai methermenio para kalo kalaroe.
is that's
So we have here a something.
is that a genitive?
It is a genitive, absolutely.
While the Calherd.
Calvert, yeah. Ekphenantos, from ekphino.
Phino as in.
That's fair. Phino. We get.
Like make apparent.
And so this is ek. This is from ek. Phino.
Like to make it apparent from something.
That's to have made a parent. Okay, so this is in the tense. What's our tense there? That alpha tells us what tense it is.
Perfect.
Where do we have alphas?
Okay.
Aorist, okay. So having made a parent, what?
The truth.
Tenathereon, aletheon, very good. So when the cow herd had made a parent the truth, made the parent truth apparent, right? Astuages epoieto logon ede kai elasoma. This is an idiom.
Is Ada respond
Already.
already? It means already. What's the verb?
Well, oh, you're thinking of ethane maybe? I don't know.
Um,
So here's the verb epoieto.
Made.
So this is an idiom. So let's look at the note. Logon edikai alasunta epoieto tomendrema poio. So let's go through this.
The verb.
The verb poio. To echonta kephalia mere poieso epoiesa pepoieca pepoiemai epoiete. The
Or the, like, principal part?
principal parts, okay? The verb having echon, the principal parts, poieso, epoiesa, pepoieca, epoiemai, or pepoiemai, kai epoietein, in te mese, diapese, in the middle, voice, okay?
And
Meta,
or after, is it with or after?
well, it's genitive followed by genitive, so it's what?
After.
With,
Okay.
okay? Genitive with, okay? A prothetikes lexeos, prepositional phrase, choya, such as, perepolu, okay, which is an example, or an eperematos,
Is that after?
adverb, or a kategoretiku onomatos, predicate noun, or a
Predicate something else.
predicate epithetiku. What's an epitheton? Epithet, what's an epithet?
Oh, it's, the thing that's on my college, what's that called? Shoot,
It's an adjective,
oh,
adjective,
what's that thing?
and a positive.
Positive, thank you, okay.
Okay, go look up it in the spelling here, should be say my name. Indicates, means, katatain dialecton ton anglicon,
In the language.
of the angles, I consider.
Okay.
Okay. Hutos un hologos,
Hutus is like in this one.
this, okay, this one, this sentence or expression means hos hoi anglikoi legusa,
So that.
as
the English
the angles
says.
say, he considered this toy ton logon elasona,
Okay.
less important. Herodotos,
Herodotus.
Herodotus, he To synkreton epitheticon. Yeah, some kind of adjective. What would this be? What kind of adjective is that? Alasana. It's a comparative adjective. Okay.
Oh, okay, so like the criterion is that from respond?
Well, it's from krino, it's from the verb krino, which means I judge or select or pick, okay? So Herodotus, he ante parabole, okay? So, alongside, next to, or in contrast to, alongside, he is making a parallel,
Okay,
okay? So he is placing it in parallel to,
okay.
okay? The epirema megalos, adverb megalos, in toi hepomenoi logoi, in the following sentence. Okay? All right, so what does that all mean? So this is an idiom. This is an idiom, the verb poieo in the middle voice with a prepositional phrase or a predicate noun or adjective or adverb can mean I consider it something. So for example, poiumai peripolu, I consider it a big deal, okay? A big thing. In other words, it's of importance to me. Okay, and so we've got, and in this, and we, we actually have the same idiom in our language. Don't make such a big deal out of it, okay? Don't make, don't make light of something, okay? We have exactly the same idiom, okay? So he did not make, or he considered it elasana. He considered this story of less consequence, okay? And it's going to be contrasted, okay? He's going to contrast this comparative adjective with this comparative adverb in the next sentence, with the adverb. It's not a comparative one, it's a positive adverb, okay? All right, so, astuages, when the cowherd had made apparent the truth, considered that story, considered that sort of narrative of less consequence. Keep going. Memphomenos megalos harpagoi.
Having, blaming self,
Blaming harpagoi.
but it's.
Well, placing the blame upon
Okay, placing the blame. On
Harpagus greatly. So I consider this, but greatly placing the blame on Harpagos, he ekelua.
But that's not from Kala.
It's from Kelua.
He ordered?
He ordered tus dorofuros
The guards to call him.
to call him, to summon him. Anything to entertain with that? Ara este hologos delos, is the sentence clear?
Alarmingly so.
Very good. It's not alarmingly. Come on, you guys are experts. Okay, so let's go through this next one. Let's look and see if we've got some things on our. Let's see. we've got eirito. Okay, so we got eirito. What do we got there?
It's a verb.
It is a verb. Yeah.
And it's like applicative.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's aorist.
Nope.
No, it's not.
What is what? This isn't aorist.
That isn't aorist? Is it? What is it?
No. Come on now, quit guessing.
Imperfect?
Imperfect. Okay. So it's imperfect.
And it's third person.
Third person.
And singular.
Singular. Very good.
And indicative.
Kalista. Very good. Very good.
And active.
Why are Ekelua and Ergo different if they're both imperfect?
Well, because this is middle passive. It's middle passive, and that's active.
So this one. That's the right.
This is from Eroma. Okay. Eirito. Okay. So, okay, what's our next one? Do we have another word? Catacreso. Catacreso, okay. Catacreso.
It's a verb.
It is a verb.
And it's first person singular.
Mm. Mm.
Is it Eris?
Aorist. It's aorist.
So first person singular.
Mm-mm.
No. I don't know.
What was that?
Hmm?
What was it? You had something? It's not first person singular.
Second person?
Second person, yes. It's aorist middle. Second person aorist middle.
Is it singular?
Mhm. Okay, so kata and krao, kraomai, okay, which we've seen before, okay. Krao, which means, I use, employ. So make use of in the middle, I make use of. It's a very handy word,
So it's like you were employed.
okay? So it's actually part of the question, right? There's a question. All right, so let's go on and, because we're just figuring out what the grammatical categories are, right? The syntax is, right? Par edoka. Okay, let's do with par edoka.
It's a verb.
It's a verb.
It's
Aorist, very good.
Is it first person?
First person singular, very good. Edoka, edokas, edoka. Edoman, edita, edda, Edoasa. Or, no, Edosan, excuse me. Okay, is Gegona, is that on our list next? Yes? Okay, so what's Gegonta? Gegonota, excuse me.
Is it a participle?
It is a participle. What kind of participle?
Is it perfect?
Perfect, perfect active participle, right, very good. Gegonos. Gegonos, gegonotos.
Perfect. Active.
Perfect active participle. No,
No.
no, because the perfect participle is os, and the feminine one are thea. Okay.
Because it's talking about
Mhm.
the thing that came to be
Uh-huh.
from the daughter.
Uh-huh,
Okay, so
agrees with
it's,
this.
so it's masculine.
Uh-huh. Gegonos, gegonotos, gegonota, gegonota.
So it's dated.
No, it's on, accusative.
Okay.
Dative would be with a iota, right?
Right.
Genitive would be with an omicron sigma. Okay, good. Are we ready to work through this? Okay. Kalarawa, anagignoska, non logon, helenekei, kai Maria, methremeniua.
Post autoi parein harpagos.
Harpagos.
Harpagos. Erato alton ho astuages. Harpaga.
Harpaga.
Is that Wagner?
Mhm.
Harpaga. Tina de Moroi Tom Paida. Categresa. Categresa. Hon soy Pareduca. Ek Thugatrux. Gegonota. Tes emes.
Kalas, kai Maria.
As Harpias, is parting, is that a verb?
From Parima.
As he did this?
Well,
That's a really weird one that's like like a parent that became a parent, like
no,
like was present.
ego parima, supares, stux abesta,
Like is present.
present,
Okay.
okay? Present to him, so it's imperfect, okay?
As Harpagus was present to him, Astuages
Very good.
asked him, Harpagus.
Yeah.
Did you,
Tina moroi, with what?
with some,
With what?
with what, fate?
Fate.
Okay, with what fate, like, of the child?
With what fate did you categreso?
Did you, use the child being,
The one which,
the one which,
Paedoka,
the one which I, gave to you
gave to you,
from
having been born
from the daughter of me.
from my daughter.
Okay.
Very good. Okay, so with what faith did you take care of the child? Okay, because remember, it was his job to expose the child. Okay. How did you take care of that child? How did you, ultimately kill the child? With what ending did you, take care of the child? Okay, so. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
You can go down here to katakresa. Look at this, okay. Katakraomai, make use of consume, make away with dispatch, okay. Okay, by what? And then we've got moros here, one's allotted fate. Okay. Not to be confused with moros, with an omega, which means someone who's not very bright. Okay, very good, very good. All right, so we've got, what have we got next in our next thing? We've got tributai. Okay. Tributai. And elenkomenos. Okay, very good. All right, so let's look at this. Tributai. It's a verb, yeah.
And it's present.
Present.
Say it's like middle plural,
It's middle.
not plural,
It is not plural.
singular then.
Singular.
Second person?
No.
No. First person.
Nope. Come on
Third
now.
person.
Come on now. Okay, let's review our endings, okay? Okay, present tense. So we remember we have two primary. Okay, which applies to the present and the future. Okay. Secondary, which are past tenses, right? Imperfect. Aorist and so on. Okay. So we've got primary and secondary. Okay, and then under primary and secondary, we have active and middle passive. Okay. And ergatekei kai pathekei. Okay, active and passive. So in the present tense, and remember that these are a consequence of contraction, okay? Okay. What are the, these are singular, okay? Enekos, okay, pithidikos. Right, so what are our passive endings?
Omai,
Omai, kavasta.
A,
So a or a, this is from side,
Etai,
etai,
which is the
kavasta.
one we were looking for.
Yeah,
And then Ometho,
ometha,
Esta,
nista,
and Ometai.
ontai. Okay, very good. All right, let's get our secondary endings.
Which is the first aorist. So what it is?
Nope.
No.
Omen, very good.
Eta,
Omen, eta, on. And our middle, and our passive.
Ome,
Ome,
U,
u. This is from so.
and Eto,
To, kalasta,
Ametha,
ometha,
Esta,
kalasta,
Onto,
onto. Now, why is this? So remember we had this verb, kad creso, kad creso. Why is that not this? Okay. Because it's an aorist, okay? And the aorist, the thematic vowel of the aorist is an alpha. And an alpha, when this contracts, it goes to an omega, not a mu.
Okay.
Okay. All right, let's get this.
So that one is.
Third singular, present, active indicative. Well, I mean, it's middle passive, excuse me. All right, let's get elenkomenos.
Is this a participle?
Participle,
It's masculine,
Excellent,
singular, and nominative.
nominative, very good.
And then, yeah,
It's
and
passive,
present.
and it's present. Very good, excellent. Good job. All right, so let's go through this sentence. Maria, ana gignoska parakalo, klinikei, tonlogo.
Da Arpagos, Os, Ira, Ton, Kashik, oh wait, that's wrong.
Don bukolo,
Ugalon, Endon, Honta, U, Shakwatai, Eva,
Epa,
Epa, Say,
Sude,
Sude, Odon,
Hodon,
Ina, May, Elegi, Komenos,
elenkomenos, kalasta,
Alice, Kitai,
aliskita,
Ala, Lege, Tada.
kalasta. Kai kalaroe, methermeniwa.
Arpagos,
As he saw, Ton
The
bukolo.
calendar was
Endon,
there.
therein.
There,
Okay,
okay.
okay, very good. And here's a great example of indirect discourse, okay? As he saw that the cow herd was therein, okay, was in there.
Okay.
U trepetai epa pseude hodon.
He did not
Uh-huh.
turn,
Did not turn himself
um,
upon.
what is that?
Pseude is not that.
And that was the truth, so that's a lie.
Mhm. The false hodon.
False.
Hey,
That's not like
hodos.
word, is it?
No, hey, hodos. This money, hey, hodos, Maria.
Is that hate?
No. You're thinking of Latin
Oh,
as in odi.
the, the road.
The road, as in odometer,
Yeah.
right? He did not turn himself upon the false road, okay? In order that He not elenkomenos, he being examined,
So he not,
be halisketai. This is a subjunctive, in order that he not be caught. Halisko means I catch something,
okay,
so that he not be caught under examination. Allah, but he legetado,
under examination,
being examined.
being examined. But he said,
He says the following.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Elenco, this verb elenco, is what Socrates did. He interrogates. Well done. We'll call it a day there.